Isang magandang araw sa ating lahat mga kabayan. Welcome and welcome back sa ating channel, The Opinionated Kabayan. Kamusta kayo? Sana ay nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Another day, another video opinion na naman tayo. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, ay mag-subscribe na kayo para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga video opinions here. For today's video, ay panoorin natin ang isa sa mga masasamang dulot ni Kibuloy sa buhay ng mga tao, kung paanong nasira ang relasyon ng magkapatid na si Arlene Stone at Tring Tormes nang dahil kay Kibuloy. Si Arlene Stone ay member at pastoral dati ni Kibuloy, na ngayon ay siyang star witness laban kay Kibuloy, at si Tring Tormes naman ay member pa din ni Kibuloy hanggang ngayon at siyang number 1 na nagtatanggol kay Kibuloy. Magkapatid sila na sabay pumasok as full-time workers para kay Kibuloy na may isang layunin, and that is to serve God. Pero ngayon ay tila hindi sila magkasundo dahil magkaiba na ang kanilang mga pinaglalaban. Madaming nagko-comment dito sa ating channel na panoorin daw natin ang mga videos ni Tring Tormes kasi siya daw ang nagsasabi ng totoo. So eto na nga, panoorin natin ang mga narratives ng both sisters na ito. And let's see mga kabayan kung sino ba ang nagsasabi ng totoo.
There were, a couple of videos from my biological sister. She is my older sister. I love her with all my heart. My sister, she is a good person. She did raise me, and that is true. She helped my mom raise me until we were very close. We grew up together. And she was like a second mom to me. That's how close we were growing up. And it's really sad, the situation right now, with me and her fighting each other. It's because of this cult group. This is what exactly is going on, and this is not just the first time. My situation and my sister's situation, it's not uncommon in the kingdom of hell. This is what Kibuloy's goal is, to break the family apart. Break the family unit apart. You know why? Because when the family is strong together, they will work together and they will succeed. And any manipulation, any brainwashing is not going to work out when the family is strong together. But the fact that this is what Kibuloy's goal is, to break the family together, put the confusion to people's mind so that they will fight each other. And he loves seeing that.
Arlene Stone and I are close sisters since we are kids. In fact, ako pa mismo ang nag-aalaga niyan hanggang sa paglaki niyan at yung mga sumusunod na mga kapatid ko. Dahil since na nagkaroon ako ng kapatid na sunod sa akin, siya yun, si Arlene Stone. At sa sunod-sunod ko pang 3 kapatid na mga lalaki. Dahil nung bata pa kami, ako ang palaging naiiwan na tumatayong nanay sa kanila, habang ang nag-iisa kong nanay ay naghahanap buhay para sa amin hanggang kami lahat ay lumaki. Kahit hindi kami mayaman, pinapalaki din kami ng nanay ko sa mabuting pamamaraan through her sacrifices, at nagiging katuwang din ako sa pag-manage ng aming hanap buhay.
All right, now let's just digest that so that I won't forget what she was saying. What she was saying is that, confirming that me and her were close sisters, and that is true. And she also was saying that she helped my mom raise me, because my mom is a single mom and we have 8 siblings. So that is true, my sister. That's why I respect her and I love her for that. But what she was saying here is, I was lying. She was calling me a liar. But she didn't know that what she was doing is bullying and intimidation. But that's not surprising, because that's the tactics of the kingdom. That's what their boss is doing. That's why the SMNI is in trouble. And my sister, I don't blame her for doing that, because she doesn't have any idea whether that is right or wrong. Because when you are brainwashed, when you are manipulated, you don't know that you are being deceived.
Arlene, huwag kang magsinungaling. Ikaw ang nagturo sa akin magtrabaho tayo sana sa club as entertainer para lang makasama sa Youth Camp 1992 ng Kingdom. Tayong dalawa nagsama maghanap ng trabaho. para lang maka-join sa Youth Camp 1992. Pero nalaman ng kapatiran namin na mali yung ginawa namin. Dahil isa
Now, let's digest that. Now think it through, huh? I am the youngest. I am 15 years old. I was 15 years old at that time. My sister was 17 years old. But what she was saying, I was the one who taught her to work at the bar, at the club, so that we can join the youth camp. Because joining the youth camp, there's fee. But we can't afford to cope up the payment because we don't have our mom, we don't have parents at that time, but we want to join. But what she was saying, I was the one who introduced her to work at the club. Does that make sense to you guys? A 15 years old sister will convince a 17-year-old sister to join and work in the club. Does that make sense to you? My sister is never a liar, but I don't know what's happening to her right now. I really don't know. So let's move forward.
Arlene Stone, wag kang magsinungaling. Ikaw mismo nagsabi sa akin habang wala ako sa ating pamamahay. Mismo, kapatid natin na adik ay nagmumulis siya sa iyo.
And then she was also claiming here that I was being sexually abused by one of our brother. I don't know where she get that information. I never been a sexually abused, and I thank God for that. Okay? But my sister is never a liar. And I really don't know what's happening to her. Maybe this is the effect of being with the kingdom. Because in the kingdom, if you don't know how to lie, you will never survive. Because lying is the first ingredients to survival in the kingdom.
May tinitinda rin kaming kakanin like puto at kutsinta, starting in Davao. Bakit? Masama ba ang magtinda? Lalo na noon mahirap pa ang ministry. Nakakahiya naman kung papasok lang kami para lang pakainin at walang gagawin. Pumasok kami sa kingdom as tinanggap namin na kausa sa pamilya ng kingdom. Ako ang pinakaunang dumaan sa pagtitinda kaysa iyo, Arlene Stone.
So she was saying that selling stuff, being trafficked from Davao City to different cities in Mindanao at that time was normal. And it's our privilege to sell stuff while you are younger, when you are underage, because that's a way of helping the ministry. Okay? So what did I say? What lie did I say? She just confirmed that we both experience selling goods for the kingdom.
Tapos kayong mga uto-uto sa testimony niya, lalo na kayong mga nasa Senado. Senator Risa Hontiveros, ma'am, nagrespeto din ako sa iyo bilang isa sa mga leader ng bansang ito. Pero kung ikaw ay isa din sa mga uto-uto sa babaeng yan, sorry kung sabihin kong isa kang uto-uto at garbage collector ng mga kasinungalingan. At garbage.
Oh, imagine pati si Senator Risa Hontiveros, sinawag niyang uto-uto at garbage collector. See? That's how they work at the kingdom.
At kahit saan tayo magkita para magkaharapan tayong sinong nagsasabi ng totoo, handa kong isakripisyo ang pagkakapatid natin para lang sa katotohanan laban sa mga pinagsasabi. Humanda ka. Isa kang pastoral? Shame on you. Dagway nimo mahimo kang pastoral. Wala akong maalala na ikaw ay isang pastoral.
So what she was saying here is that the claim, because I was a pastoral, and she said I was never a pastoral because I'm too ugly to be a pastoral. So that means to be a pastoral, you have to be a Miss Universe. My own sister called me an ugly. See, that's what their practices in the kingdom. That's normal to them. If you go against them, they will call you names. My own sister called me a liar, an ugly person, and she even called me a whore. It's sad. But that's what the goal of the kingdom. That's what Kibuloy's goal, to break the family unit apart. And I think he succeeded when it comes to my sister. Because my sister is going to go against me to protect the pastor, to protect the image of the already broken image of their pastor, the image of a rapist, the image of the pedophilia, the image of a wanted of the FBI. She is going to protect. She thought that she can change that by calling me in any names, by shaming me, by intimidating me, she think that she can change. You know, she can change the path that her boss is going through right now. Good luck, sister. My sister, she have a good heart. And kahit saan, regardless where we end up with each other, I still love her and I respect her. She is not a liar, but she changed a lot. From the years that she spent with the kingdom, with Kibuloy, she changed. She is not the sister that I used to know. You know, I don't know what happened, but I don't believe that she is a liar. I don't believe that she is a bad person, but I do believe that she follow what her boss want her to do. Unfortunately. Nung last na video ng sister ko, yung first vlog niya, lalong-lalo na po, sinabi ng sister ko na meron daw isa sa mga kapatid kong lalaki who wants to sexually molested me, or I've been sexually molested by one of my brothers. At saka sabi niya, yung ano daw, yung anak daw ng aming stepfathers were with us at mga ano sila, yung pang sexually molested kami. Alam nyo, that created a chaos in my family. Yung mga brothers ko, mga kapatid kong lalaki, they are furious right now and they want to find out who is that at bakit ganun. Kasi in reality, yung anak po ng aking stepdad, wala pong isa sa kanila na kasama namin sa bahay o tumira sa amin. That's the reality. Ngayon, my siblings are curious. What happening? I want to protect my sister kasi ayokong magkasira-sira yung relationship just because of Kibuloy. Kasi ito nga yung yung goal ni Kibuloy, to break apart the family. And my sister is falling into that. Imagine, you will create a story that your sister has been sexually abused by one of your brothers. Now what will happen? All your brothers will investigate who is that and what happened. You know, hindi nag-iisip. Kung ano-ano na lang ang sinasabi, ma-save lang nila yung kanilang savior.
Ilang milyon ang pabuya ninyo, ha? Mga sinungaling? Senator Risa Hontiveros, ilan ba ang pabuya mo sa mga inutusan mong magsinungaling? Ay para makuha ninyo si pastor at para ninyo mapabagsak ang Kingdom Nation. Ano? Hello? Hello? Ma'am Risa Hontiveros, siguraduhin mo na yung inyong mga witness dyan, ang credibility niyan, maganda.
Oh, may pabuya daw. Sino kaya ang nagpabuya at sinong tumatanggap ng pabuya? Sabi ng sister ko, ang galing gumawa ng sister ko ng story, no? Pero sana, kung gumawa man lang siya ng story, yung kapanipaniwala, hindi yung story na out of nowhere na if you have a brain, you know that it's not true. Sister, kung gagawa ka ng story next time, make sure it's, it's believable. At saka, everything that we say, either in social media or anywhere, we will face the consequences or reward with that, right? If we are responsible people, we have to know that lahat ng mga sinasabi natin, we have to face the consequences. Now, when it comes to my sister saying stuff against me, gumagawa ng story against me, I was raped, I was selling my body, I was a whore, or blah, 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 whatever she was talking about, just to smash me down. Para lang ma-save niya ang savior nila na sabi, glorified na daw. Oh, they are populating this news na glorified na daw si Kibuloy. How can you say that your God is glorified and you are trying to save the glorified God? Does that make sense? Oh, tingnan niyo itong mga to, 'di ba? Akala nila maluloko nila ang mga tao. Akala nila forever na maluloko nila ang taong bayan. But we are not going to allow that anymore. No? Oh, anong sabi ng sister ko? Whore daw ako. Nagbibinibenta ko yung katawan ko, iba-ibang lalaki para lang ako umangat. Yun ang populated niya na story. Para lang masave ang kanyang savior. Nakakaawa. Pero sa akin okay lang yan. Hindi ko siya papatawan ng any case. I am not going to press charges against my sister because she is my sister. I love her. But what about the other people? No? Na hindi mo kadugo kung ano-anong pinagsasabi mo, na wala ka namang ebidensya, you cannot prove anything. How are you going to protect yourself when that comes? Kung nag-iisip siya. So, nakikita niyo walang isip na kasi hindi natutulog na yung mga yan. Tingnan mo mukha. MOS kasi yan. Sa akin, pwede niyang sabihin yan kasi hindi ko naman siya papatulan, hindi ko siya papatawan ng kung ano-ano. Oh. Pero yung ibang tao, nasisiraan mo, wala kang ipapakitang ebidensya. Imagine si Senator Risa daw nagbabayad ng milyones para sa amin para kami ay mag-testify. Oh. Sana sister, pag-isipan mo 'yan kasi anytime pwede kang patungan ng kaso. Huwag kang ang bubo. Tapos anong mangyayari? Hingi ka ng tulong dito? Nakakainis talaga 'to. Dagdag problema. You are trying to save your savior, na yung savior mo cannot save you when time comes. Kaya be responsible of your words. Ako, matagal na ako dito sa social media, I will stand my words. Kasi everything that I say, meron akong proof. Meron akong evidence. And if you want more evidence, public yun. O punta ka sa www.fbi.org. Makikita mo doon ang lahat ng mga evidence sa mga sinasabi ko. If you really think na yung savior mo ay hindi rapist at hindi criminal, bakit siya wanted?
Tsaka kayong mga supporters ni Arlen Stone na sinungaling, hinay-hinay kayo sa pakikisawsaw ninyo, ha? Lalo na ikaw, Jocelyn. Nako, pinagtatagtag mo pa ako dyan sa mga pinagsasabi mo. Akala mo papatulan kita doon. Hindi kita papatulan kasi nangarap ka rin sumikat. Ikaw, Jocelyn, nangarap ka rin sumikat. Akala mo siguro, yung mga pinagpo-post mo dyan, ginagamit mo na naman ang pangalan ni Pastor dyan. Akala mo siguro sisikat ka, no? Akala mo siguro magbabiral ka rin, no? Pikat mo. Magbabiral ka, doon ka sa basurahan para magviral ka doon sa mga langaw. Kaya wag niyong gamit-gamitin si Pastor sa inyong
tingnan nyo, makapanglait itong sister ko. Yan ang turo ni Kibuloy. Kasi ganyan ang boss nila, ganyan ang puno, ganun din pala talaga ang bunga, no? Totoo pala yung mga kasabihan na kung ano ang puno, yun din ang bunga. Ang puno nila, sinungaling, ang puno nila is scammer, at ang puno nila ay malaking bully, kaya ganun din sila, ganun din ang ginagawa nila. Because their puno think na he is above the law. No? Ngayon, baliktad na. No one is above the law kasi hindi tayo papayag, mga tao, mga Pilipino. No, na merong ganito na kinakalong ang ating pamahalaan, ang ating bansa. Hindi tayo papayag. Kailangan, they have to face the consequences of their action. Ang daming buhay na sinira nitong taong to.
Para sumikat kayo. Ito, Apollo Sikibuloy, para gagawin naming title dyan sa aming mga vlog para kami sisikat. Hindi kami gumagamit eh. Dapat kami ang gagamit yan, hindi kayo. Pero bakit na nyo yan ginagamit? Manggagamit kasi kayo. Di ba? Manggagamit kayo. Ikaw, isa ka pa. Parang hindi ko rin alam yung mga record mo dito sa loob. Hindi.
So, tignan nyo guys. She was trying to intimidate Jocelyn. Ganon ang mga typical na mga nangyayari. Ganon din ang ginawa nila sa akin. And until now, they are doing that. At hindi lang siya, marami sila. Sabi nila, buong buong sambayanan daw ng kanilang simbahan, magiging vlogger. Para daw ako siraan, para daw ako i-smash, para mawala yung aking credibility. Akala nila that my credibility relying on them. Hey, think about it. Who I am doesn't determine who you think
ako mismo,
I am.
Tag mo ako dyan sa mga pinagsasabi mo. Huwag mo akong i-challenge, Jocelyn. Huwag mo akong i-challenge.
Tingnan nyo, para kung sino makapagsalita. Ganon ang ginagawa nila.
Ngayon nakikisawsaw ka. Bakit? Dahil wala na bang konsumo si Arlen Stone na ipinadala sa'yo? Bakit? Wala na ba siyang ipinadala sa'yo ng mga allowances? Ha? Ako, gusto mo akong pigilan? Gusto mo akong pigilan?
Imagine, sabi niya, ako binabayaran, kaya ako nagsasalita. Pero bakit ngayon, ako na ang nagbabayad sa mga kasamahan ko na nagsasalita? Ano ba talaga? Ano ba talaga, sister? Ako ang binayaran o ako ngayon ang nagbabayad?
Hanggang dito lang po muna ang video na ito, mga kabayan. Part 2 of this video will be uploaded tomorrow, so please like, share, and subscribe. But so far, ano ang masasabi niyo sa magkapatid na ito? Please comment down below your comments and opinions, and I will see you on the part 2 of this video.